Hi friends, how are ya? Welcome back to my channel for a video that's a little bit out of the norm for me. Not really, I guess, because I love doing honest reviews, but I don't do a ton of makeup over here. But today I got one of everything from Merit Beauty, and I have yet to play around with this at all. So I figured we could do a unsponsored, honest review, try a full face of just their makeup, and see what we think. If you don't know me, I'm not really a huge makeup person, but I feel like the vibe of this brand is very in alignment with me. I feel like I'm kind of their ideal customer. So their whole thing is 5-minute beauty, and I think that they're a clean brand. To me, they seem like a more sophisticated Glossier, which is probably my favorite brand at the moment. Kind of like Glossier's older sister, possibly. I wanted to show you, I haven't opened the products yet. I did peek inside the box. I am a big fan of good packaging. Look at how cool this is. It comes in this little bag. Oh, and even it says less is more. That's very much my makeup style. It comes in this little bag that you use to take your makeup everywhere. I don't think this bag is very practical because it doesn't zip and it's fabric, but it's so stinking cute, and it has all the makeup inside. So what we have today, Day Glow, which is the highlighting balm, Shade Stick, which is the tinted lip oil. It looks very pigmented in the bottle, but not when people put it on, so I'm interested to try it. Flush Balm, which is like their blush. Brow 1980 in 2 colors because I did not know if I would be blonde or brunette, so we got both. I've heard so much about this. This is the Clean Lash Lengthening Mascara. I'm picky about mascaras, but I've had some friends tell me they like this. One more thing. The thing I'm most apprehensive about probably is called the Minimalist. This is the Perfecting Complexion Stick, a partial concealer, partial foundation. I should have got their brush. I didn't. But I don't know how important that is to blending this out. So I'm gonna take all these things out of their boxes. Whoa, I'm gonna zoom you in a little bit, and we are gonna try a full face of makeup. I'm not wearing any makeup right now. I do have a couple little maskne spots, so we'll be able to put the coverage to the test a little bit. Okay, got you really zoomed in, and I have you in a spot where we have direct light and indirect light, so we can kind of see how the makeup lays different. I love the packaging of everything, except for the cheek color. Something about this feels cheap. I feel like I'd find it at like Claire's, but everything else feels like super nice. We are going to start with the Perfecting Stick. This color is Silk. They have a lot of colors, and I wanted one with pink undertones, but they were all sold out. I have pink undertones. I watched their tutorial to try to figure out exactly how to do this, and they basically, oh, it's a lot thicker than I'd expect. They basically put it where you put concealer, and any spot you have discoloration. So I have a lot on my chin and over here, thanks to maskne. And then she also kind of just put it in areas that you'd want a little more coverage. We don't have any sort of eye color either, so I'm gonna put some on my eyelids. I look a little bit crazy. I am a minimalist when it comes to makeup, so I do like to use my fingers to blend things out. This is blending better than I would expect, but I do wish it was a little less thick. It almost has a dry consistency to it, and that's kind of the opposite of what I would expect. Like around the eyes, it's looking a little bit dry. I think possibly I would enjoy this in addition to like a skin perfecting serum, something that is a little more hydrating, and it might let this blend and glide a little bit better over the skin. Here's a close-up of how that looks. It's not bad. I think I just wouldn't use it in place of foundation. I think I would use it to cover up a couple little spots instead of a concealer. But the point is they want to be able to see your skin through it, so you can still see a little bit of my skin texture and such, because I didn't put any on my lower cheeks or anything like that. Speaking of skin, let's go ahead and do cheek color. This is the color Raspberry Beret. The color looks very pretty, almost kind of like a plum color. I'm a little bit nervous because it looks super pigmented, but apparently it's somewhere between a cream blush and like an oil. So apparently it's not that pigmented. Oh, it's pretty pigmented. Oh, like this consistency I like. This blends really well. I was hoping that the complexion stick would be a little bit more like this, because this you can feel a little bit of an oil base. Lately, I've seen a lot of people even do a little bit of blush just kind of across their nose to really get that like sun-kissed look. Okay, that I do like. Brow pomade. This is blonde, this is brown. I definitely am kind of in between. I have light eyebrows but dark hair. So I say I'm gonna look probably a little bit crazy, but let's do one of each on eyebrows. I'm interested to see how much this fills in my brows and how much this holds my brows, or if you need like an additional clear brow gel on top to kind of hold them in place. So I'm going to brush this through. She actually brushed against the grain of her eyebrow to coat every single little hair, and then she brushed through. Okay, interesting. It's not overly saturated. I use the Glossier Boy Brow almost every day, and I will say a downside to that is the first couple weeks you use it, it's just like too much. So this is with the blonde, this is with nothing. Let's try the brunette in this eye, or the brown on this eyebrow. Oh, you know what? I don't mind the brown. I actually don't see a huge difference in pigment. I don't know if you do. I don't have as much control over shaping the front of my eyebrows with these, which is the only part of my eyebrow that I think I really need to kind of zhuzh. Overall though, I like it. It's easy. I don't think it has a lot of hold, so I probably would do a clear gel over it. I'm interested to try the Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara. This bottle is so pretty. I will link all these things down below. I'm not sure. I might be able to get affiliate links. If I do, whenever I use affiliate links, it helps to support my channel with all these things that are worth it. So far, I would say everything is worth it except for the complexion stick I wouldn't use as a foundation. I would use as a concealer. But let's try this mascara. Let's see how much it lengthens without even curling my eyelashes. Just straight up. It's definitely not a clumpy formula, which I do like. It definitely has a natural look. Eyes are starting to crease with a little bit of concealer on them. So I would say that this is a very natural looking mascara. It's not very volumizing per se. It is a little bit lengthening. Nothing's worse than having clumpy eyelashes, in my opinion. I hate it. I will go through with a tweezer and try to separate them because I'm like, no, don't clump. So it's nice that this absolutely will not clump no matter how much I put on. But I don't think it's like vavoom eyelashes, you know? It's definitely pretty for a spring, summer day where you're out and about and you just kind of want to have a little bit of something on your eyes without being overwhelming. I think it's great for that. Something I'm interested in is the tinted lip oil. I never wear colored lip products. I don't like the feeling usually of colored lip products. Oftentimes I will just wear a balm like Smith's, the Rosebud Co. balm, or I will use Summer Friday's lip mask, which is basically Vaseline with vanilla. So that's basically what I wear every day. But this is supposedly more of an oil than anything else. So it's supposed to be very, very hydrating. I got this in the color Pink Beet. They have some really dark colors that actually don't look that dark when they're applied to lips from the videos I have watched. Oh, this actually does have more of like a lip gloss kind of tip than I would expect. My lips do feel very dry today, so let me just apply a little. Oh wow, that's actually not that different from my lip color when I have on Vaseline. Wait, I do like that. It does have a very hydrating feel. I would say halfway between an oil and a lip gloss is kind of what the feel feels like. But this is actually pretty close to my natural color when I am wearing a Vaseline. So I do like the way that looks. The last piece to this 5-minute makeup routine is Bounce, which is a highlighting balm. Ooh, and that is pretty. I think they have it 2 shades at the moment. The consistency is kind of like hardened coconut oil. I'm just gonna apply this straight to my cheek. Oh wow. I like this. This also has a very hydrating, oily feel to it. So I'm gonna do this on my cheekbones. Oh yeah, you can see that in the sunlight there. The little bit of hydration. I'm gonna do some under my brow bone, maybe a bit on the tip of my nose, above the cupid's bow. And here is my finished 5-minute makeup look that took longer than 5 minutes because I talked through it. Overall thoughts. The only thing I probably would not buy again is the complexion stick, because I do think it's a little bit drying and a little bit cakey. Honestly, Glossier's concealer I think I like better, but I think that this would wear better with a very serum-y skin tint underneath. It might help it blend out a little bit better. The mascara, I like it, but it probably would not be my everyday mascara. I think I would want something a little bit more volumizing because I do have very thin eyelashes, but I love both the cheek color, even though I think that this packaging doesn't really match the rest of their packaging, and I love this highlight. These I would buy again in a heartbeat. For lip products, I think that this is one of the better lip products I've tried. I'm just not really a lip product person, but I do like the way this feels much more than basically any other lip product I've ever tried. And then I like the brow gels. They're less pigmented than I would expect, but that leaves more room for error, which I appreciate. I would probably go towards the blonde, but I would want to follow up with a clear gel to kind of hold my brows in place. The only thing that they're missing, I would love if they came out with something similar to this that was more of like a bronzy color that could both be used as a bronzer and as an eyeshadow, that you could kind of double up, because I am feeling like I'm missing something on my eyes, and this complexion stick doesn't really wear very well on the eyes. It's already creasing and I don't have any sort of setting powder from them to kind of set that, but I would love something similar like this, the Lid Star from Glossier, that's just like a very easy creamy eye product that I could just pat on with my finger, and it'd be even better if it could double as a bronzer. So I would love if they came out with something like that, but overall I'm very impressed. I'll definitely be using a lot of these things and definitely be rebuying these two for sure. So this was a lot of fun to try. Thank y'all for hanging out with me as I do something kind of sort of new. If there's any other brands like this that you want me to review, at least I can give you like an honest everyday gal kind of opinion on it, not a makeup guru, but someone that does want something that looks natural and is easy to apply. That's my jam. So if there's anything similar you want me to try out, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. And like I said, I will link all these things in the description, and I'll list all the shades and everything that I tried out if you want to check them out for yourself. But I love y'all with my absolute whole heart. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye.
So give me a sign, give me a sign, oh, give me a sign, baby, give me a sign, just give me one more, talking to you, here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me, where do we go from here?